So there's some cases where written text alone wouldn't be enough for an assignment task or an assessment task. And what may be more appropriate is if a learner is required to submit something along the lines of evidence for practicals, so an observation sheet, or if they are required to create a design or pamphlet of some sort. So this is where we start looking at submitting an assignment task or an assessment task using a file, and that's where it'll be commonly required for learners to do so. And they do this quite often in New Malanga before they start transitioning to IE. So if you look at station 3 of this assessment, you'll see that in this station, you'll be required to submit your assignment via a file. So if I click on Adult Learning in 3 minutes, there's a video here with the assignment instructions. This is my first attempt. I haven't made any attempts yet. I haven't been graded yet. There's my due date and how much time I have left. Now in my answer, I need to A, reflect on my practice, B, I have to provide at least 100 words, and C, candidate indicated area of improvement. So I need to indicate an area of improvement for myself. Now, as a student, this is exactly how I would see it, and I would click on Add Submission. Now, the way you may have your view now, because you're both a student and an editing teacher, would be slightly different. So let's have a look here. So I'm just bringing up these details. Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign this user account as a non-editing teacher, and that's because this is the way you would see it of your current roles at the moment. So you would see grading summary, which the student won't see. The only thing that the student will see is this area. So I'm going to click on Add Submission. So you'll notice in here, there's only an option to add a file, but there's no option to type any text in. Now here's one I've created earlier, I prepared earlier. So this is my assignment answer. Now in the assignment task it says I need to submit my answers as a PDF and in no more than 150 words. So if I go File in Word and Export, I can export this as a PDF. So I'm going to export it as PDF. And if we go, actually I'm going to go back here and find out what was the, so Adult Learning in 3 minutes. So maybe I'll go here, export, and submit this as Adult Learning in 3 minutes. I'll save that on my desktop. And what it will do by doing that in Word, it's automatically submitted that as a PDF. Now if a student scans an observation sheet for a practical activity, and it's automatically converted into a PDF format. So let's look here. So here we go, our file is called Adult Learning in 3 minutes. Now there's 2 ways that they can do this. They can either upload it by clicking on this icon here which is saying add, and upload a file. Click on choose file and look for the file in the desktop. So it says Adult Learning in 3 minutes. Now the other option, which I normally prefer, is you can click and drag straight into this box, like a drop box. And once it's uploaded, you click on save, scroll down, and it'll show it here. So now you'll notice the submission status has changed to draft. So I can log out and that will still be in there, but it's not ready to be marked yet. So if you, I've noticed some of you have done this, which means it's still in the draft mode, you'll still need to submit it. And how to do that is you need to scroll down, click on submit, and you'll see the tick box, and click on continue. Now, if you have learners that are still in draft status, you cannot mark it yet. Now the main reason for that is because they haven't declared that it's their own work, so we don't have the student declaration from that activity. So this is how you submit, and you'll notice here in the submission status it's now changed to submitted for grading from draft, and it's not graded yet, which means I'm waiting for my marker to grade it. I would probably give it a day considering when it's due and hit my marker up to mark it if I haven't been marked within the day. And so that's how you submit your work as a student.